All right, what's up, guys? Finishing the week here on Friday. Finishing the day up $358. Traded drug. Gave a little bit off the top. I was over $400 by a little bit, and I took drug on that 5-minute consolidation, and it ended up breaking down, so I took a small loss there. And then on OLB, I took a small loss as well on the trying to go for that break of $2, and it did reject. But I'm not going to review those trades. I'm only going to review drug, and I do have the recording of drug, and I was able to make nearly $400 within 10 to 15 minutes. So very, very good stuff today. I was dialed in on drug, trading it at the open, and my statistics today were phenomenal. Today I have about a 64% win ratio, 64% winning trades, which is spot on my average. It's really good. And my risk reward was over almost 4-to-1. So my reward is almost 4 times, so about 3.5 times my average loser, which is phenomenal. And this is the kind of trading that is going to be signaling your hot streaks, or something where you're completely dialed in to the markets. And these kind of stats, this is what you need to be sizing into. When you see days like this, if you can recognize it, and during the day when you start feeling like, wow, I just keep getting winners and winners and winners, that's the day that you need to push, and you need to push your share size. And I tried doing that the best that I could today. You could even see in my video, I kept kind of going back and forth between big size and small size because I wasn't quite sure. But I took one trade with 3K shares on drug, and that brought me from $100 on the day to up 350. Or no, sorry, up 400 on the day before I ended up giving profit back. But a very, very good day, and I was ready to risk it all again. I was ready to risk the $350 to double or triple it. I was ready to size in for that next breakout on drug, but it just never came. In another market, drug would come up again to retest the highs and break out maybe for another leg, but that's just not the market right now. And here you can see I had $433 in gains and very small losers, $75 in losses. So very, very good stuff. So let's go through the video here. Well, first let's go to my weekly gains. So on a week, I'm up over 1K. I believe on the week here I'm sitting, so it's my second best week ever. Sitting up $1,220 on the week. So really good mark to hit. $1,000 is a really good target for me on a good week, and so that's a good metric for me to be trying to hit every week. And obviously my minimum right now is $500. I don't want to be less than $500 on a week, otherwise something went terribly wrong. Either I had a massive red day like this week here, or I just haven't been performing. And some of these weeks you can see I was pretty much break even on some weeks, which is okay, but there's obviously so much to learn when you're having break even or red weeks. And I have to make sure if I'm not hitting that $500 mark, then I have to be diving into my trades and analyzing all those trades and all of those setups that I took. So without further ado, let's go into the drug video. Here I'm going to adjust the screen here, so don't worry. So market was open and I wasn't even ready for my recording, so this is not good at all. So market opened, really good dip by opportunity off the 90 EMA there, but I got filled at 68. Instead I was trying to get filled in the 50s, but here kind of just scalping that first 1 minute candle. It's International Dog Day, if you guys didn't know. It's International Dog Day. So give your puppy some love. What's going on here? Okay. I thought that was in my recording. Okay, so here I'm kind of just scalping this range. I see there's lots of buyers. We did have a strong move pre-market, so that's why I'm thinking that that this could give a potential big move. Usually when you see a big move on a stock minutes just before the market opens in pre-market, that could be a really good sign that there's going to be a bigger move and that there's buyers anticipating. And so that's why they're buying it up pre-market, anticipating a rip in the market open. So whenever you see like within 5 minutes to the market open, a stock just start ripping up, that's a really good sign when the market opens. So here I'm looking off potential support down here off the 9 EMA. I'm thinking maybe we could see a breakdown under 55 and then kind of test these lows at 350 and see if there's any buyers, but it doesn't quite go that low. And it goes red to green here. I thought this was a little premature, so I was a little bit cautious to not get stuck in a rejection, but I do go in small size. Here you can see a lot of green coming in on the tape. So what you want to see is all these big orders, if they're getting chipped away, if you see them getting chipped away, you want to put in your starter and add into that buying volume. And so here we got a breakout, but I was in small size because I'm still very cautious. The volume is actually not looking too good. We had a huge red candle volume here, and then the volume is still light on the green candles. However, the volume does kick in after the break of $4, and I think that's when the shorts just start panic covering, and we get that nice move. So here I'm getting in. I know it's extended, but because it's the open, we do have a potential to break $4. The open is always a lot more strength than there is during midday or end of day most of the time. So that's why you can kind of get away with buying extended stocks. And so I do go into starter size for the break of $4 and adding, but see, we can kind of see it's getting chipped away here, and then you want to take your profits for the break of 4. And then it held $4 and it ripped up a little bit. But I didn't catch this next leg of the move here. I didn't really do too well on this first leg. I only made maybe about $50. Here I'm kind of just scalping the range. That was 1 cent there. So as it's dipping down within this candle, I'm adding, putting in a starter off that support of $4 because I'm anticipating that's going to hold, and then I'm selling as it's getting brought up. So these micro scalps in here within the 1 minute candle can be very profitable if you're able to be quick. Now this could be a good dip down here. I bought off $4 there, but sold kind of early, and then I got back in for that break. But that was a break-even trade. I kind of butchered that one. I should have held off that support down here and then sold it for a nice 15-cent profit or 10-cent profit. So now we're coming down through $4. Now what I want to see is, since it's kind of extended here, I want to see a panic under 4, and then I'm going to add into that panic looking for that first dip after a fresh breakout. So got my entries down under $4, and now I'm selling at $4.04. So that's a nice 5 cents, 1,000 shares, quick $50. And it's going to dip down again. Usually the second dip is also a valid dip. It's when you start getting into the third dip or the fourth dip, that's when you have to either do light size or be a little bit more patient, because it could actually start breaking down and you don't want to be holding. So this would be the second dip underneath 4. Now, sometimes when you see that second red candle, if there's a second red candle that breaks down below to make a new low on that 1 minute, that could be a good entry for that 1 minute pullback. So I do go in at 98, but we don't break the low, so I take my profits because I think it's going to retest that low again. Retest the low again. That's really bold there, but I bought it at 99 and sold at 4.03 again. So a quick 4 cents, another $40, 1,000 shares. I do size down on this dip. This one was break even, but this is the third time testing this low. It's probably going to break down. So here you can see that I'm unsure of what share size I should be using. I want to size up, but I'm not sure. That was just a pointless. I shouldn't have scalped that there. There we go. Nice dip. So I'm getting in confident here. That nice dip down to 390. And I'm just looking to take a quick 5 cents. So I'm in 3,000 shares at 393.5. Taking it off at 96.97. And that last sell is at 95. Get back in. Small size, 500 shares. Now I'm looking off support off that 9 EMA. So when you see a stock like ripping up, you see this candle is 4 million shares of volume. When you see a stock with high volume and it's on a front side, it can be very profitable to scalp the lows of these pullbacks because you'll get the low and then you'll see a snap of 5 to 10 cents. And even if it's a little bit extended off the support of 9 EMA or a pre-market high, it could still be profitable. However, the best moves is when it pulls back on a front side, but it pulls back on either the 1 minute or the 5 minute to the 9 EMA or to a significant support on the daily level or from a previous day or pre-market high. And those moves can give you, a curl up to the all-time high, or sorry, the daily highs, and then maybe another breakout and another leg. But these ones that are kind of suspended off of the support, I'm always taking my profits quick because it does have room to go down more. So now here we get that test off the 9 EMA. So I'm putting in my starter, 500 shares, adding 1,000 shares now at 88. Now we're at 91, 92, taking half off at 92. Quick 4 cents. Adding back as it's holding 390. Now I'm looking for the next 1 minute candle to make a new high. Selling some at 94. Still holding 500. Now I'm going to scale out some more. Still, I sold at 92 there. A little bit, could be a little bit too early there. But I'm still owning 250 shares. And I am going to buy, as I saw this green start flashing. And now I'm looking for the break and the break of the next 1 minute candle to make that 1 minute new high. That's usually a really good spot to scalp. So adding at 96. Then right when we get that breakout, I sell. Now I'm going to add back. Still holding that starter size. So I'm holding a starter size for a bigger move, potentially, a potential retest of the highs. So I'm always kind of just holding a starter or a core position and then getting in and out, like scalping wise. That's when I'm really comfortable in the trade. I will do that kind of thing. So here now I'm looking for the break of $4. Nice flash of green there. Now, what I want to see at $4 on the ask side here on the ladder, I want to see that number get chipped down, chipped down. And as it's getting chipped down, I'm going to add as I see buyers eating it up. And that's when I can get an entry at $4 and then I can quickly flip it for 402, 403. So it's 200, 175, 150, 99, 70, 42. You see that? You see all these green, all these buy orders going through. Perfect. This is a great entry. Great entry at 99. Looking just a quick scalp through $4. Boom. Moves up to 402, 403. Now is a nice sell at 402.3. That was my sell for 750 shares. Still holding that starter position. And I'm holding that starter for a potential retest of the high. And that would be my next add point if it does retest the highs. Now I'm up $360. And we do test 410, but it doesn't break 410. I take those profits because I'm anticipating another pullback because it was a little extended on that 1 minute. And I took my profits, and I think I'm up like I have another trade in here. This is where I buy this dip down here, but I kind of botched this candle. That was a little bit too early. I got 401 fill. That's a really high fill. I wanted to get down here. Down here, I thought it would be a nice dip, a dip buy. But here I got in way too early. Wasn't patient. Okay, so now we got a dip here below the 9 EMA. So this is going to be a point either where it's going to reclaim this within this candle, or it's going to flush down. So we did reclaim. See some buyers under there. So I'm going to take a starter. And now in a really good market, this would rip up to higher day. But we don't quite get it. Sellers are still there. So I am taking profits. It doesn't hold $4. It's not looking good. So we dip down again. And now I'm looking for support at 380 because this is where you have first resistance on that first 1 minute candle and then that breakout, which is now support. So I'm in at 82. And I'm looking for a quick reclaim, maybe 10 cents or so, 5 cents. So we dip down a little bit more. We do reclaim that 20 EMA. And that's where I got a quick 4 or 5 cents there. And then I sold it on the rejection of, it broke the 9 EMA. This could be a cool, in a hot market, this could be a cool red to green here through $4 and rip up to high a day. That was a really good setup in a hot market. This thing would rip 20, 30, 40, 50 cents. And this is what I was looking for. I was looking to size into something like this, maybe another 2,000, 3,000 shares. And if I got 10 or 20 cents on that, being up already $350, I would be up $600 or $700 easily. And that would be my biggest green day. And so that's what I was looking for. And I was willing to take that risk because I just felt so good on the stock, but it just didn't give me that opportunity. And I thought those buyers were going to come back in. But they never did. The volume just kept fading. Then eventually we did get a dip down to the volume weighted average price, which I did take a starter at 73. And I thought this could be finally we could get that red to green, and we do, but we reject $4 pretty hard. So I'm holding here on drug, and we do curl back up here $4, and I take it off. Still holding like 100 shares in case it does decide to curl back up. I even put in a stop at break even, but comes all the way down and stops me out. I was looking for a curl back up. In a hot market, this would curl back up, break through 4, squeeze out all these shorts, maybe rip up to 5 or 6. But yep, fades back down. Only 100 shares, very small size. But I was going for another leg. And then we finally broke down and I stopped out. And then that's when I was up 387. And then I did give back about 20, $25 or so on OLB. So that was my trading day. Pretty much that was it. I didn't trade much after that OLB. After OLB, I didn't trade much. Very light volume because I didn't have much opportunity to decide to continue sizing or to continue even trading. I got one nice setup right at the open, and that was it. But I was ready to keep going. I was ready to keep going, but the market stopped giving me nice pitches, and so that's why I pretty much had to stop trading. And that's the discipline that is required to maintaining your profits, because if you don't have the discipline to stop trading when you can recognize the market's not giving you good setups anymore, then you're going to be subject to potentially over trading and then start losing profits, and then you start revenge trading and then you lose more profits, and then you get even more mad, and then you revenge even more and take bigger size, and then you're red, and then you're trying to get back to break even, and then you're now at max loss. And that's happened to me before. This happened to me, I think maybe on this day, I would hit my daily goal let's see. One of these days, I hit my daily goal and I went all the way to max loss. Yeah, this day here is at pretty much 250 on the day, and I turned back, went to 300, and then I kept trying to make my money back, and I eventually gave back even more. And I went from a big swing of 250 on the day all the way down to pretty much minus 375. So a huge swing in the P&L, and that's a result of over trading and not walking away when the setups are no longer coming. So I've been through this story. I've been through that story, and now I know what not to do, and hopefully I never forget, because I don't want to do that again. That was probably the worst feeling ever, just hitting your daily goal and just being stubborn and not walking away and keep trading. And then going to max loss. That's like the worst thing that could possibly happen to a day trader during their trading days, to have their max loss, then or have their daily goal and then have it disappear, and then also give back more than their daily goal. So that's what I avoided today, and I walked away pretty much near my highs, and I wasn't willing to give back anymore after a quick loss on OLB. But that was it. And hope you guys enjoy your weekend. I will definitely enjoy mine. And if you guys are still watching, please hit the thumbs up button. Also subscribe right down below. And I'll see you guys next week for the next trading week. All right. See you guys. Peace.